Hello everyone! You have probably experienced an axe or hammer head slipping off the handle while working. It is dangerous and can interrupt your work immediately. Today, you will see a simple way to repair it using materials already available in the workshop. Watch the full video to see how this method restores a secure and reliable handle. Start by securing the axe head firmly in a vise. Stability is important before using any grinding tool. Turn on the grinder and begin removing rust from the surface of the metal. Move steadily across each side of the blade. Old oxidation disappears, and clean steel begins to appear underneath. Continue working along the edge and across the cheeks of the axe until the entire surface becomes smooth and bright. Once the rust is removed, prepare the blade for heat treatment. Pour a small amount of oil into a stainless steel bowl. Place the bowl nearby so it is ready for the next step. Hang the axe head from a small steel hook so the blade can be heated evenly. Use a torch and apply heat slowly across the surface of the steel. Move the flame carefully so the heat spreads evenly. As the metal warms, its color begins to change slightly. Heating the steel helps restore the internal structure and prepares it for quenching. When the blade reaches the proper temperature, lower it directly into the oil while it is still hot. The oil cools the steel quickly and helps improve hardness. Leave the blade submerged for several minutes so the temperature drops gradually. This process strengthens the cutting edge and prepares it for final sharpening. After the blade cools completely, remove it from the oil and wipe away any residue with a clean cloth. Clamp the axe head back into the vise once again. Now use the grinder to refine the edge. Work carefully along the cutting bevel, maintaining a steady angle. The steel should begin to shine as the grinder smooths the surface. Continue until the edge becomes clean and sharp. The blade now reflects light evenly along the bevel. This indicates that the cutting surface is properly aligned and ready for work. Next, focus on the wooden handle. Take the old handle and test the fit of the axe head. Slide the head onto the wooden shaft and observe the alignment. The handle does not fully pass through the eye of the axe. This means the neck of the handle must be adjusted. Secure the wooden handle and use the grinder to remove small amounts of wood from the upper section. Work slowly and test the fit frequently. The goal is to shape the wood so it fills the entire eye of the axe without leaving gaps. Once the handle fits deeper into the eye, clamp the wooden shaft horizontally in the vise. Use a saw to cut a narrow slot into the center of the handle tip. The slot should extend roughly the same length as the axe eye. This opening will allow a wedge to expand the wood later and lock the head firmly in place. Before installing the blade, prepare a short piece of rubber tubing. Cut a small section and slide it over the top of the wooden handle. The rubber acts as a compression layer that improves grip between the wood and the steel. Position the axe head over the handle and strike the bottom of the handle against the ground or workbench. Each impact drives the head further down the shaft. Continue until the axe head sits firmly at the top of the handle. Tell me what part of the country you're watching from. I read every comment. Now, prepare the wedge. Take a flat piece of metal and place it into the slot that was cut earlier. Hold the axe steady and drive the wedge into the wood using a hammer. As the wedge enters the slot, it forces the wood outward. This expansion presses the handle tightly against the inside walls of the axe head. Strike the wedge several times until it sits securely. The head should now feel solid and stable with no visible movement. To reinforce the connection even further, clamp the assembled axe in the vise once more. Simple workshop repairs like this can save money and extend the life of valuable tools. Instead of discarding an old axe, a careful restoration can make it reliable again. Heat a hot glue stick using a small torch and allow the melted glue to flow into the eye of the axe around the handle. The glue fills small gaps and adds an extra layer of stability. Allow the glue to cool completely. Once hardened, it helps seal the joint and protects the handle from loosening during heavy use. With the restoration complete, take the axe outside and test it on a piece of firewood. Raise the tool and bring it down firmly onto the log. The blade cuts deeply into the wood with a clean strike. The head remains perfectly secure, and the sharpened edge slices through the fibers without resistance. Strike again and split the log into two pieces. The restored axe performs exactly as it should. The sharpened blade, reinforced handle, and secure wedge all work together to return the tool to full strength. If this repair helped you bring an old tool back to life, share your experience in the comments. Subscribe for more practical workshop projects that restore tools and save money. Turn on notifications so you do not miss the next repair idea.